Today we are doing a tour of the baby's room. Hi and welcome back to On the Way Family Vlogs. If you're new, please click that subscribe button and thank you for stopping by. We're starting off in Maddie's room. This was the nursery for Dylan and it was the nursery for Maddie, but basically it's because it's the smaller of the two rooms, but it's Maddie's room now, and it's going to be Maddie's room until forever, basically. So I'm basically just going to take you around and show you what we use, what we don't use, what we have for them, and basically show you how we get it done. So first is Maddie's crib. It's it's a sturdy, good crib, and we basically learned our lesson from Dylan's. I'll show you Dylan's, and Dylan's was much more expensive, and we just basically shelled out the money. But when it came down to it, we realized you didn't need to have a really expensive crib. These work just the same. So good, sturdy, but you don't need absolutely top of the line, crazy thick woodwork or anything like that. So crib with her favorite cuddlies in it. We have Tiggy from Daniel Tiger. We have her blankets, her little animal blankets and things like that. And yes, just so you know, the plug has plug covers on it. I know it's right by the crib, but they're covered. And we have our monitor camera, baby monitor camera. We've gone through a couple different monitors. These are actually pretty good. They are, I believe Summer brand. Yeah, Summer brand. And they're really good. They have wide angle, obviously night vision, easy to mount, and the monitor itself is pretty great. So here we have Violet, which is the female version of the Scout toy that you might have been more familiar with, which Dylan has. But basically it goes
15 minutes of bedtime music. Good night, Madeline.
And then it has all the lullabies for 5, 10, 15 minutes, however you want to use it. But it also has games and other songs that you can play with. And it's a very, diverse kind of toy. But we've used this for their bedtime, both of them, since they've basically been born. So very useful and very highly recommended. Other cuddlies, humidifier, absolutely necessary, especially this flu season. We've basically had humidifiers for both kids for ever, basically. And you have to take care of them for sure. You have to clean them, you have to keep them full, you have to make sure the water's good, otherwise they scale up and, break. Books, normal storage table. It's a small room, so you do what you can, and that fit perfectly. The glider chair, where we used to rock both Dylan and Maddie, and that's where we rock the kids to go to sleep. Not so much anymore because they are, in fact, older now. Hamper, closet. So it's a small closet, but this is where we keep everything. Clothes, towels, bathing suits, old toys, things that just need storage. Sheets, diaper packs, everything in here. And there's her winter coat. So this is our dresser and changing table in one. So we have all their clothes, or all of Maddie's clothes in here, shoes, socks, pants. This is all of the changing stuff, and like brushes and lotions and creams, wipes, cotton balls, everything like that in here. Changing mat, wipes, things to entertain Maddie when she's getting changed. Light, I love this light because it has a built-in night light in it. So I love that. Care Bear, cars, flashlight is actually here just because this recent snowstorms we were at risk for a power outage, but luckily did not have any. Her blocks for counting her months. We have a humidifier and temperature gauge here, so we can always keep an eye on that. And yeah, more toys. And this, Maddie's name on the wall. Dylan's name was there when Dylan was in here, and we moved that into his room, and you'll see that in a second. But when Maddie came in, so did her name. And just so you know, I free-handed mounting all of this, and I eyeballed it. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. And that's pretty much it. Here's some of the artwork we wanted to hang up. So this says, "Be beautiful." and it just matched the colors perfectly for the room, so we had to have it. And this room's theme has always been puppies, and the color scheme has always been like tan and teal, because they're all gender neutral. So we have gender neutral puppies, gender neutral colors, and basically once Maddie came in, we just put little bows, or I should say Kim put little bows on all the puppies to make them girl puppies. Girl puppy. Girl puppy. Now we're in Dylan's room. I'm sorry it's a little darker. We don't have as much light in here, but I'll take you around and I'll show you everything in here. So here we have Scout, you know, the Scout version, which is the original version of the same doll. Again, been using it for basically Dylan's whole life to help him go to sleep. And it's also just a fun toy because it also does a whole bunch of other songs, and it's customizable. You can program it to say their name. And so this one says Dylan, Maddie says Maddie. I forgot to point this out in Maddie's room, but she has one of these as well. It's a white noise machine, and it really is an absolute must for the kids. It helps them sleep, it helps them stay asleep, and it helps soothe them. It has to be in every baby's room. Humidifier, this is his humidifier, and I said keep them clean and everything because this one's actually starting to scale up and stop working, so I actually have to clean this one. But same kind of table for storage of books and things. We do keep things in there that are not so baby friendly, so they are all baby proofed, can't be opened. This closet here is actually used for our storage, our purposes, so there's none of Dylan's stuff in there. It's all our stuff, like winter coats or, you know, out of season clothes and stuff that just needs to be stored. So Dylan actually has this big armoire here. Really big armoire. You know, stuff at the top, but basically it has what was in Maddie's closet is in here. Sorry you can't see that. So this is basically his closet. We have his jackets, we have, you know, bibs, sneakers, towels, diapers, you know, anything that he's not using, we just need a place to store. This is where we put it. It's because we already took over his closet. And this is his crib. It, you know, is the more expensive of the two by far, and it's definitely, you know, you can tell where the money went because it's definitely, you know, good, solid construction. I could stand and dance on this thing. It wouldn't even budge. And, you know, it's just a well-made crib, absolutely. But it's just not necessary to go this expensive for a crib. Though both this crib and Maddie's crib change into a toddler bed and as well a full bed. A full, I believe, twin-size bed. So it has railings, and you could get a box spring or a mattress and make it a full bed, where this front part is the footboard, and that back part's the headboard. And you basically, you know, get rid of the sides and make it a full bed. And Dylan has his cuddle buddies. He's got, you know, bears and Mickey Mouse and a sheep and a dog and, you know, his Avengers blanket. Yeah. This is his dresser. So this is where we keep, you know, his clothes, his socks and shoes, his pajamas. And these top drawers are all of his basic requirements, hairbrushes, wipes, and things like that. This is where we used to change Dylan. Obviously not anymore because he's a big boy. But this is where we keep things like the bath stuff and, you know, his clothes or his pajamas for tonight. And, you know, we just got this bear for Valentine's Day from his grandma. So just stuff like that. And his nightlight is actually back here. Right back there. See? On, off, on, off. So that works for him. Diaper genies obviously are a must for both kids. I actually have a blanket over this window because it is very bright in the morning in this room, and he gets up early if it's too bright, so put that blanket up here. We have dark out curtains on this window, but we still have to get dark out curtains for this one too. And like I said before, we got Dylan on the wall, brought over from the other room, and again, I eyeballed it and freehanded it, and I'm actually pretty proud with how even that is. And his theme is cars, as you can see, but we also have some daddy chosen wall art. So here we have Iron Man comic book artwork, and here we have Avengers Assemble, which is a more modern TV show, but I enjoy it. And these are both from Comic-Con. These are both the original artwork from Comic-Con. So you have Baby Donatello and and an artist rendering of a character that I actually created a while ago called Tagwing. Now I'm using the blanket as a backdrop because it works. Thank you for coming along and checking out their nurseries. It's a learning process, the things we ended up using, the things we end up not using, but basically in the end it's whatever works, and this is what works for us. So that was their room tour, and I know you're not going to want to say goodbye until you see at least one of the kids. Hey! We just looked at your room. Yeah, we just took a tour of your room. What do you think, baby? Is your room clean? No. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Alright. So thanks for coming along. Be sure to like and subscribe. Give that thumbs up, share, and comment.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, can you do the thumbs up? Go like this. Thumbs up. That's your other, no, thumb. Daddy finger. Can you do daddy finger? Daddy finger. Hey, there you go. Thumbs up. Perfect. And can you say subscribe?
Subscribe.
Perfect. Thank you. And we'll see you next time on the Way Family Vlogs. Goodbye.